Look at that. Look at that. Look at that close save. Look at that. I was like sliding in the base for home. I was spitting. I was like, I made it. I was like, I did that Aaron Cook, man. Remember when he slid and his whole body like flipped over and swung to the side, and he was
Yeah.
because I had since I'm not in the undisclosed location, I had to readjust my Wi-Fi connections, so I had to pop in and pop out real fast, and just like Houdini, here I am.
No, that was clutch. That was honestly clutch because I was thinking that exact same thing. I was like, man, he's freezing up a little bit, and then you just completely froze.
Then I just
But
came back smooth like butter.
I think the only problem we have here is that we can only see your eyebrows. Like right now, we can see your head, but it's I feel like as soon as you get it closer, just a little bit, we gonna see this.
Oh,
There it
I real?
goes. There
Okay,
it
hold on.
goes. There it goes.
Hold on, let me fix this. It's been a minute. It's been a while. It's been a while. You know, we was in that undisclosed location, and the undisclosed location is under some reconstruction. Uh, that's one way to put it. How about that? Do I look kind of? You know, these headphones make my head look kind of Mickey Mouse's. Is this? I look like I'm in class. I'm all like this.
It's okay. It's okay. I promise. I promise I'm okay. Like,
Taguchi, is it okay if I acknowledge you? No,
is it okay if I acknowledge you? Look, man.
see, man,
Yeah, we
I'm
haven't done this.
like 4 shirts out of date, man. He got the OTC shirt.
Well, that's one thing we got to get into, though. That's one thing we got to get into. So we do have to kick this off. Something was vibrating in my hand. Hello, all, and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host Isaiah Jackson Jr. Devin Lee Crimes, co-host alongside me. Devin, how you doing today?
Surprisingly, really good. I'm sorry. Yesterday, I was at a energy level of 0, so I was gonna be sitting up here looking like that lady from SpongeBob that didn't like them chocolates.
Hmm? Yeah.
So no offense to her, I just didn't want to. I didn't want that to be my presentation. So I'm a bit better today.
No, that makes sense. We didn't post or say anything that we were gonna be on. We just
I ain't want
kind of
I ain't want to get thrown under the bus, so I just went on ahead and put a pillow down there.
see. I wasn't even gonna bring it up. This man be snitching on himself. That's the problem. He just be snitching on himself.
Hey man,
I didn't even think about it. This dude. But this dude is gonna be an angry dude because I know when he saw this list, he read it. He was like, "What in the absolute hell is this? Hakutua! I'm spitting on this. I spit on this list."
so
Of
you the
course,
reason why she famous, man.
no, you're the reason why she famous. That's exactly what you did to the list. Hakutua! I hate you. And I seen it. I seen it in your eyes. As soon as I saw the PWI 500 list for 2024 being revealed, of course, we seen the first, 10 names? And the first 10 names, Devin, the first 10 names didn't have Roman Reigns. As I have it right here in front of me. Devin, are you upset that your boy Roman Reigns is not top 10 in the PWI 500 list?
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with people, being stupid. It is what it is. I can't help it. No, I'm just kidding. Um, you said okay, top 10.
Well,
Wow.
I
I
mean, you
mean,
want me to
so
read?
yeah, go ahead. Then I can have some further context in my because I'm not as upset as you would think. Because I can already hear
Really?
your argument. Well, if he was showing to work, maybe he would get the credit for it.
Well,
I mean, granted,
I
after
don't.
WrestleMania, he kind of, yep, he ain't had a match till Bad Blood, which is in 2 weeks. So
Well, we have Cody Rhodes number 1, Swerve Strickland number 2, Will Ospreay, Seth Rollins, Tetsuya Naito at number 5, Damian Priest slid in at number 6, MJF number 7, John Moxley number 8, Gunther at number 9, and Mystico number 10.
he said, Gunther. Sorry, chopping this up. Well, look, the reason I won't really get so heated about it, because if I got to think about it, shoot, Roman only had what? 2 matches this year?
Yeah, just about.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, they got me. They acting like I'm acting like them. I'm erasing the Royal Rumble and everything, even though that's just one more match. So I mean, when I look at that in terms of his schedule and what he's when he's been gone since WrestleMania and just coming back at SummerSlam and still not really there week by week, I can't argue with him not being on the top 10 because compared to those other people, at least they've at least they've uh, wrestled a fair amount compared to him this year. You know, if it was like maybe 2022 or something, this happened, maybe I'd probably be ripping my shirt off and stuff. But no, we're gonna be civil because I understand and props to that top 10. The tribal chief, the OTC did not make it, but it's okay because we got better things anyway to fry.
Let me see. Well, that's the thing. Looking at this right here. Where did this man land?
Where is
There's a specific guy. Ricochet is on this list, by the way. But where is this specific guy that I'm looking for? I know Logan Paul made the list. That's what I'm looking for. I know Logan Paul made the list. I'm trying to figure out where he landed at, but either way, pretty sure higher than Roman, as he should. No, there's just as he should. 2024. We've seen Logan Paul. We've seen the amazing work that Logan Paul has done. Can we give him the title back? Let's give him the title back. Let's do that.
Give him the title back. Man,
That's why. Look at this. Look at this.
I mean, look, I actually get to see the United States Championship. I get to see it defended, in good matches. I get to see true contenders get to aim for it. Like, I don't have to worry about the champion playing Tetris. There's nothing wrong with it. Just not when you got to wrestle. Okay, I see what you were saying about this camera and it's getting on. I'm trying to get my niece out the, because it's not like the undisclosed location where it's just me. So like, we got other characters around here. How about this? How about I just sit back a little bit? Like an old man. I do
yeah.
Hey,
I was like, this is the
I ain't
best
gonna lie.
stuff. Let me tell you something.
Hold on. I was getting my haircut the other day and I was waiting on my barber, so I'm sitting on the front. And I'm like, man, this how them old people be feeling. No offense. I had my feet kicked out. I was so comfortable. I'm like, I see why they do this. But I digress. I just had to throw that.
You can take your time, Baba. You can take your time.
Take your time. See that. Okay, I apologize. There we go. We good to go. Look at I'm all loose and.
We said I'm all loose. No, I honestly, I just did this to trigger you. No, Roman Reigns, yeah, we haven't really seen him. We ain't seen him.
That maturity kicks in.
Maturity kicks in until you bring up Logan Paul, getting the title back. Getting the title back. Getting the title back.
No, please. I'll stop watching for a little bit.
I mean, I'm alright seeing LA Knight. LA Knight, alright. Like he's doing a fairly good job, and. Yeah. I mean, everybody's doing a fairly good job. I was seeing Circle of Debate having a conversation the other day about SmackDown and how SmackDown just isn't really that exciting anymore. And that's because we're in this drawn out bloodlines feud. And oh my God, is this like, was this like a bat signal? I said Circle of Debate, and the first person that pops up is Justin.
Say his name, man.
No. I can just imagine. We gotta see Justin do a Joe Hendry, like a Joe Hendry remake. We gotta see it. That would be
cool. We said like the boss that he like on the TV behind me turning on.
we got to see it, Justin. It's too late. We already got it out there. But huge shout out to the Redeemer. Haven't seen him in a minute, and we finally just started getting active. As he's seen, we were right there on the last stream of Circle of Debate. A whole lot of fun. Always some new faces that we're seeing, and they look just as crazy in terms of psychotic wrestling fans. But I mean, I'm not talking about like Tony Khan's wrestling fans, like for the sickos out there. But it's all that. So huge shout out to Justin, and of course Temple slides through. No, we don't need to see all that. What's good, brothers, man? What's good, fam? How you living?
I hope you're talking about Logan Paul getting that championship back, because ain't nobody trying to see that.
Nah, ain't nobody trying to see Logan Paul get the title back. I mean, if Andrade trying to do a little something, let's see what Andrade got. But Andrade got to put the
then he drops
bag,
it to
bro.
Carmelo. Look at that. I'm looking to the future here.
I don't know. He's washed according to Carmelo. Justice says, I mean,
Put the fries in
I,
the bag.
he says, I have been now christened the Joe Hendry of podcasting by some people. Need a guest and I appear. Hey, man, that's dope, man. That's dope. And that's 100% Justin, man. That is 100% Justin. Say his name and he appears. Man, Devin, I love Solo
JB
Sokoa.
Hater.
I mean, yeah, I love Jamie Hayter. I like that edit that somebody had. Somebody has an edit of everybody like cussing. So it's like Jamie Hayter, ass. And then you have Cody Rhodes, dick. And you got John Cena, boobies. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like going on to like different.
That's not like a horrific edit right there. Just all the way out of context. That's funny.
Yeah, it was awesome. I need to. It was somebody on Twitter, but it was dope. I needed that.
It would be.
But oh man, I did like the fact that you see Solo in the ring, out in the ring, outside of the ring, with his right hand man Jacob Fatu just sitting there acknowledging him just furiously, and Solo's just sitting there like he's not gonna sign it. You guys don't even like each other. You don't even like you. I heard he was talking shit behind the scenes. You don't even like you for real. It's just and Solo's just like literally trying to persuade this man, like, you don't need to sign that. And then as soon as he signs it, you just made the worst mistake of your life. Nah, bro, you getting your ass kicked. I'm sorry. Like, there's no way I can see Solo Sikoa. I mean, I can see Jacob Fatu doing some damage. Solo Sikoa, are you seeing some similarities between Solo Sikoa and Damian Priest in terms of their pushes?
Solo, I love you. No, but
fair
not
reaction.
necessarily
In terms of fair reaction.
Fair reaction. No, because I feel that people are more inclined to gravitate towards Damian Priest. Are you saying like currently or in terms of like their rise from like
both of their pushes? I mean, we kind of figured, okay, Damian Priest is going to win this title, but Gunther already won King of the Ring at that point.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to say to me the opposite. Because where Solo is, it's like he can be put into these main event spots, put into these WWE Championship matches, but we already know he's not gonna win, and we already know if he do win, it's not the right time, and it's just not gonna click. But with Damian Priest, on the other hand, on Raw, when he was in that picture for the World Heavyweight Championship, going up against Gunther, someone where we're like, oh, this is the time. Like, shoot, he should have been had the championship. But then it was still a piece of us that's like, well, we want Damian Priest to also, start to make a name for himself as a world champion and have a good run for his first run as a World Heavyweight Champion. So I would say no, because I feel like people are more open to Damian Priest in terms of trying to get behind him, where a Solo, it's like he can't get through stuff without them saying we want Roman. They don't do that to Damian, where they're like, oh, we won't dominate. Oh, we won't Finn. We want Rhea. How about that? That makes more sense.
Yeah.
We want Mommy. That's what, he don't get those chances. So I think there's a level of respect for as soon as I say respect.
As soon as I say respect, oh yeah, man, give this kid Temple. No one cares for Joe Hendry. Yeah, I seen Ringside News posted that his they said that he hinted that his NXT tenure was done, but then again, every time I see Ringside News pop up, I get that, what do you mean by that? Yeah, I'm just like, I gotta take this with a grain of salt here. Justice says Solo's really nailing the position he's in. Definitely was really uncertain about him and what he's doing. And Temple also says Jacob Fatu is better off on his own than being in the bloodline. And honestly, that's the thing. That's true. But I don't trust them to book Jacob Fatu the right way. I can see them kind of putting them in a Bronson Reed territory, Braun Breaker territory, where for 9 months to a year he's just beating the dog crap out of people and not really, taking a whole lot of damage, destroying. He's kind of the destroyer, tearing up backstage, beating up jobbers, not really doing anything competitive until years prior. Devin, your thoughts on that?
I think currently it's hard for me to even picture him coming in without any bloodline, alliance, because I think right now what they're doing is perfect. in terms of him and how they want to not expose, because expose sound like a negative way, but in terms of revealing like what he can really do. Like with him and Roman in the cage, how they just tease it, like they just keep going, like, oh, you want to see them one on one? Nah, not yet. And like winning the tag titles, he did that easily. And then Solo's like, man, give me that. He never had to lose it. So I'm like, the way that they're bringing him in right now is just like, I don't know how far they think they can take him, but it seems to be very far. The fact that they don't even want him to think of. I was my last point. Think of even SummerSlam to go as far as to have him, hit his knee supposedly, and oh my God, my knee. Just when Roman comes out, just so he won't even have to be involved in any of it. That's just like some heavy protection. They could have had him just get hit with a Superman punch and call it a day, but no, just hey, say your knee hurt. That way we ain't got to say you had to get speared or something.
I got a hot take, man. If they really, I don't think this is really a hot take. If they really gonna keep protecting Solo, it's not Solo. If they really gonna keep protecting Jacob Fatu like this, I really don't see any reason for him and Roman Reigns to get in the ring together. Like honestly, what's the point? I can't see Roman just saying, "Oh, well, I'm just put Jacob Fatu over, screw it," and you are the new tribal chief. Here, take my shillelagh. Wow, whatever. I forgot what this thing is. I forgot what it was called. I'm thinking of Finley.
Can't do this, man. Think about Raw. Think about Sheamus.
Yeah, I think about Sheamus, but but that's the thing. I just don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening at all. So,
in terms of, because Jacob Fatu's 32, Roman's like, what? He just turned touching 40-ish.
He touching 40 for sure. He got to be at least 38.
And see, to me, I feel like it's more. And I hate to say it, but it's more behind him than it is in front of him in terms of Roman, where I feel like there's way more in front of Jacob than there is behind him, because just
39.
Yeah, so it's not like a 25 to 39, but still, I just think even if Jacob was to beat Roman, I think it adds more towards Jacob. It shouldn't make Roman look any type of way, because look how they're already building up Jacob now. He walk in security. He like, man, get up out my face. Headbutt, super kick, tiger uppercut. Buddy's unstoppable right now. So I don't see. And to me, it would be very backwards to even be building at this point. If they were to go at it to each other and Roman beat him, I'd be like, well, what was the point? I already know Roman great. I don't need to see that.
I already know Roman's great. I already know Roman's amazing.
Hold on, see, look at you. I'm saying like that he don't need it. That's why I'm like, if it was to come to that, if they're building Jacob to that way, then it looks like that they're gonna take him over to the top of the mountain in terms of beating Roman at some point. Now where that goes from there, I'm not sure. I don't know if we're talking the WWE Championship, World Heavyweight Championship. I don't know.
I just think
maybe run with the IC. Well, no, hold on. IC kind of wrapped up.
But that's the thing. I think with this, you kind of aren't you sacrificing Solo? How do you push Jacob Fatu to that level and give Solo the same amount of success? Or he's the head of the bloodline, ain't it?
True for now, but that's the thing, because think about how, in terms of Solo, started this whole takeover or whatever. Taking out Jimmy, taking out Paul, the Wise Man. And, now he's all in as a Roman, obviously, for the way he did it. And think of the seeds he's planted with Jacob, where he won the tag team championship and he was just like, nah, give me that. You just my enforcer. Remember where you are. And then when Cody was like, I want to fight Jacob. And Jacob like, all right, cool. And Solo like, nah, I'm going to fight you, man. Sit down. So it's like, to me, it's going to go to a point where it's like, all right, Jacob really just being held back by Solo. And then it's probably because you could play it where Solo's doing this, because it's not how we're like, oh, when Jacob come in, it's going to just overshadow Solo. Well, you can play into that where it's like, he like, man, look, I'm you go sit down somewhere. And, maybe you can have that type of thoughts creeping into his head where it's like, maybe he in over his head. And then maybe Jacob takes over the bloodline. They get their own Wise Man, who knows? And maybe Solo got to go back to Roman in the OG bloodline because he thought he could do it, but I don't know. That's a good piece that I'm trying to still figure out. But I still see basically it's gonna be Jacob Solo, and then from there, because first Solo the one that was planting the seeds of holding them back.
I mean, yeah. I mean, even Justice says feel like this portion of the Bloodline story is setting up Jacob for going on his own, and that, yeah, as you were insinuating, I do think all that is true. But I mean, I don't see. Yeah, what does Solo gain from this? If Solo's going up against Jacob,
he's not gonna be floating in the wind, man.
Yes, he is. If he going up against Jacob Fatu, who do you expect to go over? And then and then we got Justin here, bitch saying when Fatu and Reigns finally have their one-on-one, Jacob should go over. Still locked in on this. Where the hell is Solo gonna be at? We keep forgetting Solo, and we always been forgetting Solo ever since Jacob Fatu put pen to paper. Like, I feel like that.
But see, and that's the thing, though. That's why I think you should play into that, though. It's like, because not we all, but it's those thoughts creep in of like, oh shoot, what's the point of Solo? Then if we got Jacob Fatu that can, go neck to neck with Roman and take his place. So what was the point of Solo trying to take over and be the tribal chief and everything? That, like I said, to me is an interesting piece of this whole story, because we kind of, to me at least, I can see Jacob cool. I can see where y'all going with him. He gonna be a destructive force, and at some point, he'll take his place. And Roman, like I said, is more behind him than it is in front of him. Now Solo, I don't know.
You see, that's the crazy. You proving my point.
Hold on, though. But you so worried. Hold on. You so worried about Solo. You ain't said nothing about Tonga Loa. You ain't said nothing about Tama Tonga. You don't care about. You ain't said nothing about Paul Heyman. There's a lot of moving pieces in this.
They're a tag team, and Paul Heyman can do whatever the hell he wants. Like Paul Heyman, look, CM Punk, you need some help, brother. Man. Hey, you need some help.
Give Tonga Loa a title shot against Cody, man. I promise you that'll be worth it. I promise you.
Heel says sub guys. Hey, he also says, can Jacob cut a good promo? Yes. He definitely can. He definitely can.
See, look, I ain't mean to cut you off. This is why it's exciting, because I feel like he ain't really showed us everything yet. And they're doing their best not to even show everything yet. He ain't cut it. What's his name? Tama Tonga just cut a promo last night for the first time, I think. So maybe Tonga Loa will be next. I was. It was just I wasn't expecting it, because I thought maybe he was gonna pass the mic on, but I'm like, I guess he finna solo this. No pun intended. But no, wait till Jacob cut a promo, man. I only seen a few from his MLW days, and the energy from those I couldn't wait to see.
How did you help Solo Sikoa's case when you said, hey, you know what's crazy? We only saw half of what Jacob Fatu could do. Well, we already saw all of what Solo could do.
Man, look, man, I'm just saying, it ain't my fault. Jacob Fatu to me is just that cold, man. Some people just got it, like Obafemi. Like, I can't describe it. That man just should be doing this, man. You can't sit up here and put somebody else next to him and be like, well, tell me why Obafemi better than them. He just is. Like, I mean, shoot. He could tell you himself. Matter of fact, he'll show you.
Real quick, did you have a problem with what Obafemi said just a while ago? Let me see. What did he say?
Well, I know you're talking about. You're talking about when he was what's her name? With Tony D'Angelo in the family. I cannot think of her name right now, and I feel so disrespectful.
I want to get that quote though.
Because it was kind of tiptoeing, not even tiptoeing. This whole foot was on that line with that. To me, if he's a heel where like people want to see him get jacked up, it works, because you're like, screw him. Look how you talking about women. But at the same time, he's supposed to be people supposed to be cheering him ish. That's where like I wouldn't do that unless I want a real hardcore just hate everybody heel. That's the thing. But I don't think that's where he's at right now. So I wouldn't even say something like that. Because then again, it's like, why is it so? It's not that personal to make a. And I'm over here overhyping what not overhyping. I'm trying to build up the level of what he said, and I can't remember exactly the quote how he said it. I know it was just it could have been avoided. I would have been like, nah, we could say something else. But what's the point? It's 2024.
No, I'm all for him saying that. I'm 100% all for him saying that. I don't see what he said wrong. I don't see what he said wrong.
Wait, so we talking about that promo, right?
Hell yeah.
Dang, all right. Well, I guess we can have a discussion here. I don't know. I'm thinking,
Maybe we can have a
I mean,
discussion here, woman haters.
I mean,
I don't know.
my thing is, it's just like, I mean, it's one thing to, I don't know, to say things, but it's like, it depends on like what you're trying to convey. Like I said, if he was just like a dirty heel, Dominic Mysterio or something, go ahead, because people hate you already. They ain't like they're gonna be like, would you believe what Otis said? You know, ain't nobody gonna, you know. I'm trying to think of something.
No.
I can't. I'm grasping that straw. I'm waiting for this man to find this quote.
Dang, what are you screaming at me? He can help me. He can help me.
He on his DJ Academics, man.
I was like, you know, he can help. He can help me too. You know, like he can try to figure this out with me.
Well, not.
Just like, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to figure out what it's called.
Well, because it's like I'm trying to remember what he said. Because you was like, I agree. I was like, you agree? I'm like, dang. I mean, I'm like, well, hey, to each his own.
Yeah, no, I don't think what he said was crazy at all. Because honestly, this man is from another country. I mean, I don't think he said anything crazy that was all over the place. He just, what did he say? Something along the lines of a woman should be seen and not heard. You know, and some along those lines. Does that sound kind of familiar? You know, in some countries, like a woman should be seen and not heard.
Well, see, like I said, if he was a dirty heel where he a jerk, and he said that, I'm like, cool, because he gonna get his butt kicked at some point, you know, disrespecting that lady like that. And that's the thing. I mean, we in the United States, we about to have a woman running for the president. Like, that's why I'm like, it's just, I don't know. It's just, in 2024, I can't. Like I said, if he's a heel, I'd be like, well, I'm all for it, because he a dirtbag anyway. Go ahead. I'm just saying, that's my point of it. I think currently in this current day, saying something like that is kind of backwards.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! You make it. You know what's the problem? You don't watch AEW. That's the problem. With that, you sound like somebody that don't watch.
Hold on.
AEW.
So what you trying to tell me? You know, this is what you about to go to, huh? You don't watch AEW. You don't watch trash. You don't watch people stick syringes.
Oh, you don't watch trash. We finally got it. We finally got his thoughts on AEW.
Hold on. You don't try to watch people try to commit murder on pay-per-view. You don't try to watch. Like, what are you trying to say? You making it seem like, oh, I could tell you don't go to fine restaurants. You look like the type of guy that goes to those in the hole in the wall place, grease on the ceiling. I'll bet you like your bag's greasy when you walk out of the place, don't you? Like, that's what you sound like. Cause I mean, wait, see what you go. What AEW got to do with this? Would they just disrespect people over there just easily? I know they be slapping their own mamas and stuff, but I mean, come on now. To me, like I said, to each his own. I mean, if you see nothing wrong with it, that's cool. I just personally feel like in this current day of age, you don't need it. There's other ways to get heat if that's what you're trying to do. And then I'm thinking of it. I'm like, who's the face? I guess he is the heel if I'm thinking about it.
I found it.
Because I can't really see Tony D'Angelo right now currently being a heel.
And I'm trying to see if I can. Let me see background audio.
So look, you know what? The more I think about it, maybe it's fine. Because maybe he is the heel in this whole situation. And I let heels do whatever because at the end of the day, they're going to get got. Hopefully.
So, listening to it right now, his exact words is big words for such a small woman. In many cultures, the woman is meant to be seen and not heard. I don't see the problem with that.
Well, see, I mean, granted, in some other countries, that's how other countries work. I don't live in other countries. I'm just saying, like, I mean, I'm just going based on where I reside. That's all. I mean, granted, like you said, like he said, in other places, that is probably how it is. And like I said, the whole thing is to each his own. I'm just saying, to be in 2024 here, United States, I could do without it, I guess. I would have found another way to talk about her, I guess. Just, maybe had her stick her nose in my match, and I'm like, look, lady.
It's fine.
You got one more time.
I guess we can't have blood in matches anymore. We got to get rid of power.
Hold on, man. Come on, man. Now, think about it. Blood in a match versus telling a woman she should just be quiet, have no voice, no opinion, no nothing. That's totally different, man.
I literally just seen a video, or we just shared it, of the Big Show. I forgot who the lady was. He was on top of that rafter, and he's just like shaking her. Then Kurt Angle's like, "What the hell are you doing?" Then Kurt Angle gets thrown off. You remember that?
Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon. There it goes. We're watching. We used to
But-
watch women. Stephanie
but-
McMahon. You know what
Wait a
Stephanie
second.
McMahon went through?
Hold on though, but all right, but tell me this. When did this happen?
Different. What do you mean? When did this happen? You watched it
Answer my question. When did this happen? You
about 20
You-
years ago, but did you
about
watch it?
20 years ago. Did I watch it? I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually did not see that live when it happened.
But did you watch? But do you watch it? Is that a part of wrestling history that you watch?
Wait a minute, but what this got to do? Hold on. Okay. Where is this going?
What
With,
where I'm going at is, at the end of the day, this is a part of wrestling. This is still a part of the wrestling world. This isn't somebody that's just like, oh, shut up, bitch. You know, like he's not going, to that great lengths. He's not. I don't think he was disrespectful in that type of way. And look, if we being honest, the D'Angelo family ain't do nothing about it. So look, I mean, who really the bad person in this situation? I honestly don't have a problem with it. I just can't believe that a man that loves the pipe bomb promo, that loves all these controversial promos out here, just can't handle.
I ain't finna holler because this is I can't do that. I'm not some people. I can't even get my thoughts together, because how did you take what Obafemi said and compare that to anything that was? I mean, when CM Punk was talking about Vince McMahon, and look at him, you acting like he was talking about Eugene or something. I mean, I can't see how you make that correlation. He didn't sit up there and say, and all you stupid fans out there, especially you women, you should even be here. I don't even know why you guys are here. It should be all men here. I don't. Why do
even if he said that, even if he said that,
like he said,
even if he said that, I am okay with that. Even if he said that, I am okay with that.
Other countries don't even have women in sports. Why do we have a women's division? Like, that's what
Devin,
you make it seem like.
Devin, if MJF does a show and we go to an AEW event, which God forbid, okay, let me lie. Okay, I buy tickets to an AEW event and I tie you up to a chair and bring you. Not because apparently that's how you're gonna go to an AEW event. But we go to an event in Gary, Indiana. Now, if MJF comes out there, I know, but if MJF comes out there and he's like, okay, I'm letting you guys know I'm gonna wrestle my match and I'm gonna run in my car and leave for obvious reasons. Are you really gonna be salty?
I would laugh because I know it's true, because I'm doing the same exact thing, because that's based on where I am.
Obafemi, what did he say? In other cultures, in most cultures. And matter of fact, here, okay, so I'm sorry, but I don't mean to cut this just abrupt, but we've been slacking on the text line here. Justice says, I truly believe that after what we've seen from Solo now, that it's going to be the highest Solo's going to be. After this whole Bloodline story wraps up, I'm seeing him hanging around in the mid card, and that's where the sacrifice. The sacrifice. He gonna be dancing. The funk is on the roll. The funk is on the roll.
See, now you would bring. See, he would bring up Brodus Clay.
I ain't calling him a conservative. I ain't calling him.
Just when I hear the funk is, all I see is him just
doing that on Fox. Trump is on a roll.
We didn't get Naomi and Cameron out of it, so.
What did he say? Oh, yeah, I have to go back and repeat what he said. Justice said, I mean, is he lying about trash? The past couple episodes of Dynamite have been awful. Unwatchable, Justin. Like, I can only get through 30 minutes.
See, but you want me to take my time to drive after I've been slaving at work, and you want me to sweat in hot, hold on, I want to get hostility filled traffic of Chicago to go somewhere where if I was to watch it on TV, I'm gonna see something and be like, nah, I'm finna go pee or something. No, because I'm not finna drive an hour after work just to sit in the seat around all these people in here. The learning tree. No, I'm gonna set my seat on fire. I can't.
You know what your problem is? I feel like you just.
I got respect for myself.
Nah, this man refuses to listen to me, man. Like, you'll see it on Twitch. I'll just be like, oh, Devin, if you could just do this one little, screw you, I ain't gonna do that. And then he'd be like, man, I don't know why I ain't been doing this for him. But here's the thing, but this is where it correlates. I've been telling this dude, hey, going to an AEW Dynamite event is completely different than watching it. You're gonna have a completely different experience. And until he goes and misses out on that fun time, he's gonna be miserable.
But think about it. When I'm watching it on television, I'm miserable. How am I going to be even better while I'm there, knowing I got to still drive back home? I got to still try to weave through all these people I don't know. At least with WWE, I mean, I at least know, all right, I might have a good time. You know, I might leave and be like, you know what? I'm glad I did buy that ticket.
Oh, might. So you don't think about that going into the AEW event. You don't have
because
any thoughts.
Lately, I don't watch WWE programming and be like, you know, why is this going on right now? You know, I really hate for somebody to walk in right now at this moment because I don't want to explain to them what I'm seeing on my television. I just can't.
See, man,
and that's just currently, and that's the thing. It's not about me just hating AEW. Period. I do hate that I didn't take the time back in 2021 or 2022 to go see AEW because that's what I would have. But at that time, I just wasn't. You know, I hadn't had that experience yet.
I didn't care then.
Experience out of me.
I didn't care then. I don't care then. Now
I wasn't going to,
and we ain't gonna care together.
I wasn't going to the WWE events either. You know, it was times when the Tribal Chief was at the Allstate Arena, I could have went. That's on me. There were times when, you know, when CM Punk was in AEW, you know, I could have went. There was times when you know, Kenny Omega was out there, and I'm hoping he'll return at some point. And maybe that's what'll bring me out. I don't know. You know, but currently I'm good watching AEW on my little iPad in the corner, so I'm not gonna put it on my. If I don't watch it on the big TV, you think I'm gonna go watch it in person?
Yeah, because it's a wrestling event. See this dude, man.
Wrestling. That's the thing. AEW. Look, I look at y'all. Always got me going. I like AEW. Look, man. If AEW was what a real wrestler would, they would wrestle and not be sitting up here. I don't know. Come on, man. I don't want to talk about them, man. I just can't.
Well, even then, like, before we just completely break down,
I feel like I can't do it no more. I think cry.
I hate him, bro. I admit it.
It's just
I quit. It's like interrogation. I quit. No, he says, I'm done. I'm cooked, brother. Hill says it's backwards. I'm African. Africa has the most heads of states than any other continent. This mentality of surprising women came after colonialism. Jesus Christ.
Man,
colonialism.
Like looking at you like
colonialism. There it goes. Colonialism. Hey, suppressing. There it goes. Too. Not surprising, but suppressing. Man, but that actually comes in clutch, and so. And what's your thoughts on Obafemi, Mr. Hill? You gotta ask us that. What's your thoughts on Obafemi as well? Because I really want to know your thoughts on it. Because honestly, I didn't think what he said was all off base. Justice says that was actually Tori Wilson when Big Show slammed Kurt Angle off that ledge to the concrete. And I'll never forget being like 5 years old and seeing Kurt Angle just because it's like blood coming from his back of his head. His leg is all like fucking dysmorphed. And I'm just like, man, bro, like, what the hell happened to you? Well, I know what the hell happened to you. But, like, it's just, it was crazy.
What happened here?
Yeah, you just walk over, damn, what happened to you?
He, like, come back conscious. He just threw me down, like, 50 feet, dummy.
That's like, I'm like, man, look, if The Miz could be a GM in a wheelchair, so can Kurt Angle. Well, reverse. If Kurt Angle could do it, so can The Miz. Because, The Miz wasn't a GM at the time. He was getting ate by zombies, and he came back, and him and John Morrison was just messing around.
It was just nonsense.
The Usodactyls! The Usodactyl!
Man. That's Usodactyl.
The Usodactyl, man. I can see him.
Why that sound like I'm like complimenting something like Usodactyl? You know, like I don't.
Because he can dance. He can. Solo Sikoa.
That's what I'm saying. You know, we already know.
All right, wake up in the morning. Thank God.
That was a terrible dab, as you can see. It is 2024.
It is 2024. But, I mean, yeah, even though I'm depressed with how SmackDown is going, because honestly, I am sick of the Bloodline nonsense. I'm done. I'm done with it.
Sick of it. Every time I hear Bloodline, I turn my channel.
Yeah, look, it makes me sick. I've been hearing Bloodline for 3 years. Like, I think we're done.
Nakamura.
Well, hear about this. Like, I'm honestly happy that the New Day are breaking up. Like, we've been talking about the New Day for about 14 years. Like, about time to wrap this thing up, buddy. Yeah, I'm all for Xavier, and I want Xavier to turn. I want Xavier to be a good heel, not one of these like lame, gimmicky playing type of a heel type thing. I want him to be serious. I don't want him to be like messing around on some BS. Kofi Kingston, I mean, bro, you had a nice career. I don't know what to do with you, honestly. Have fun at catering, my brother. You're gonna be eating good next to Big E.
He said, "Put the fries in the bag, man. You
put the fries in the bag." Honestly, yeah, man. That's where we at. Put the fries in the bag, man. You ever seen that meme? You ever seen that meme too? There's no way out of this one. You're done. Man, I can't, man. I think I'm done with there's nothing to do. I got nothing for Kofi Kingston.
Take Kofi Kingston, the former WWE champion, take him out to that shed. I think it's time. SOS.
My bad. You want him to fight Braun Breaker?
All I was saying was the way he was like, "Hey, Kofi, I think you done, bro." Like, so if he take you out of WWE, I mean, you had a good career. You said it. You had a good career. That's what you tell somebody when it's over. Put the fries in the bag. That's all I said. And I was like, dang, you gonna do him like that? You want to go against Braun Breaker? Is that what you want? Huh?
Yeah. Hey. You want to go against Braun Breaker? No. You want to go up against Gunther? No. I mean, he could go through. He can battle through fisticuffs with LA Knight, but he got to go over to SmackDown for that.
You could have had a positive spin on it. You could have said, you know what, Xavier, he could be fed up. Kofi reached the mountaintop. Big E reached the mountaintop, and he never did it. And you know what? It's time for him. Big E ain't gonna come back. Kofi, like, I'm just saying in terms of the story. Kofi's like, oh, Big E, we was good when Big E was here. And Xavier like, we don't need him because I can be him. I can be that dude, man. Screw you. Beat the mess out of Kofi, man. That's gonna really throw a shock to everybody. Gonna put him on his run for his heel turn, and it's gonna be beautiful. And Kofi being somebody, like I said, a fan favorite, it's gonna hurt seeing Xavier put them Beats by Dr. Dre on him, but it's what he gonna have to do to show that he ain't playing. That's all I was saying. Here you was. Well, Kofi, it's been fun. I remember when you had a Jamaican accent, but hit the door.
But you didn't give us a solution for Kofi Kingston. You just said, well, Kofi Kingston gonna lose this feud to Xavier Woods, and Xavier Woods gonna progress, and Kofi just gonna be Kofi. Like that, there's nothing.
Well,
Kofi gonna do.
because that the thing is, I mean, what else is there for Kofi to do though? It's already been a legendary career. Kofi been wrestling since I was in 5th grade. No offense. So I mean, hey, granted, Xavier been wrestling that long too when he was Consequences Creed in TNA because you wouldn't watch him back in the day. So that's a lore that you don't know about. I feel like them gatekeeping people in AEW. If you was a real wrestling fan, you would know that.
Well, it's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much the exact same thing, but just one has more viewers than the other, and in different time zones. One just has a niche audience.
I just couldn't get down with this narrative of just like taking Kofi out to the shed, just putting him out of his misery. Like it just sounded so like I can't see that, man.
I had him locked up in catering, and your reasoning had him locked up in catering too. You didn't give me any.
I didn't say that. I said he was just gonna be, just the stepping part for Xavier's turn. Xavier can beat the mess out of anybody and it ain't gonna matter. But if he beat the mess out of somebody he been running with for about 10 years now, his own brother, his own partner, like it's gonna hurt. So
but that's automatic.
Gonna be an integral piece. But after that, I mean, Kofi done did his deed to me.
But that's automatic though. They're gonna break up at some point, and then they're gonna have a feud at some point. After that, then what? That's what I'm getting at. After that, then what?
I mean,
Kofi gonna be stuck in catering. Put the fries in the bag, right?
I mean, he could just go home. He could just relax.
Oh, so you want her fired? So Devin wants Kofi fired.
Wait a minute. We haven't seen. Hold on. Have we seen shit? I brought up his name for Rizzo. I was thinking about him, not like that. Shinsuke Nakamura. Is he been fired? We haven't seen him on television in a very long time. You wish he was fired?
I wish.
I mean, not granted.
I wish Shinsuke Nakamura was having fun wrestling elsewhere. If I could clear that up. I don't think Shinsuke Nakamura is really used as potential in WWE, and I feel like he can progress far better than what he's doing in WWE now. And I wish he was having more fun with it. That's the only thing. I'm not saying he should retire.
I second this. But the only reason I brought him up was to say that just because he not on TV don't mean he had to be just let go. I mean, he just ain't on TV. I mean, let Kofi go and I don't know. You think Kofi could be a general manager?
You think Shinsuke at home?
Well, he not on TV. I don't know where he at. He could be backstage for all I know.
He putting the fries in the bag.
Oh my god! What he putting fries in the bag for? Until I see that tweet come out, Shinsuke Nakamura could not reach an agreement with WWE. Then I'm assuming he not putting bags in fries because he's still getting that dough.
He definitely gonna go to AEW.
I know he's still at home doing that. Shinsuke, I already know he doing it. I know he.
I was hoping to see you get back up because I was like I wouldn't be able to. I was like I was gonna struggle a little bit.
Hey, look,
I leaned back earlier and I was like, yeah, I'm struggling.
Like I didn't want the show to get cut short, so I was like, let me. I actually didn't extend. I didn't do the full extension, so.
I didn't do the full extension.
We've been working.
I didn't pull the rope. I've been
working, but I ain't been working that hard. So.
Justice said feels like the New Day is gonna split up, but not for long. Fully see WWE bringing in Big E to be the one to bring them back together. No.
Wait, what? That could be a happy ending though. He come in and go, "What the heck is y'all doing?" He grabbing them. Big E. He brawling. He grab him like, "What is y'all doing?" They sitting up here like this. He holding them in the air, and Kofi like, "Man, he the one that beat me up first. I don't know what he doing." Then he got Xavier. Man, I'm like, y'all was WWE champions. Well, I couldn't be one. That's all. Kofi was in my way. I'm sorry. He was talking about tag team championships. I'm talking about Intercontinental Championship. Like, man, forget you. I'm going to TNA. It's consequences to your career. So, I mean,
no, screw that.
Most things break up and they just stay broken up. Then they may come back because they're old. I mean,
you know
what I want? Just imagine them in a crazy match like he just beating the mess out of Kofi, man. You hear that? It's a new day, yes, or something. I don't know.
See, why would I want that? Why would I want that?
I'm trying to be positive, man.
I wanna.
That's the whole point of the New Day. The power of positivity. That's what's gonna bring them back. I do sound like a nerd right now trying to put this together, but that's what I got. And I think it could work. Because that is the blood and heart and soul of the New Day. It's positivity. And that's going to be what's going to bring them back together. It's going to be a beautiful thing to see. You don't normally see it. But people like you, narcissistic, dark people such as you, in terms of your soul, not your complexion. I'm just saying. It just came out. Look, I'm dark too. So if anybody gonna take it, you can say the same thing, and I'd be like, "You're right. I'm gonna go stand out of the sun and make it worse." But look, man, I'm just trying to be positive.
You hear my point, Darky? You hear my point? I'm like, dang, like, where's this coming from?
I was saying you were dark because anytime we try to bring in like, oh, they could come back together, that could be a really good, feel good moment. No. Screw that!
No,
they should be enemies for the rest of their lives.
See,
they should be fighting each other in their graves.
Yes, if this is the case, we need to have Xavier Woods versus Kofi Kingston with Big E as the special guest referee. Him crying because Xavier Woods just beat the dog crap out of him. Not beat the dog crap out of him, but had to hit him with a finisher that was just so devastating. And Big E is just like, I can't do this. And Xavier's like, count, you big bastard. And he's just like, okay, well, I guess I got no choice.
Imagine imagine if he was even more of a dastardly heel and told Big E, count to 5.
Exactly. This is because we're trying to put Xavier Woods over. Like, I'm not trying to sit. Like, honestly, with Xavier Woods here and Big E, I don't want to see them come back together at all. This is overdone. We've been doing this for over a decade at this point, and so. If I'm such a negative, narcissistic person, how come Xavier Woods been wearing nothing but black lately? Isn't that telling us something?
Foreshadowing. It's a beautiful thing.
Look at that. Even Justin, whoa. Unnecessary hostility at his spine. I'm telling you, like, this guy just be throwing shots out of nowhere. He just I'm not talking about your skin complexion, but I actually am.
Well, because once it came out, I was just like, you and your dark thoughts, but I didn't want to say dark thoughts. It's just I was trying to find an easy medium where like I was gonna put you over, but not really.
I just want to see, and then especially if Big E is just like, man, come on now, y'all. My career was almost over. Y'all already know what I was doing. I was putting the backwoods on people. I was doing my thing. Then they tried to clown me. The Usos over here trying to make rap lyrics about me. Man, look, we.
Hey, that got
He was
brought up
like,
in the barbershop the other day. I ain't gonna lie.
he said, I ain't for none of that, man. All y'all some hoes. And I'll fight with it. I'll squabble up with anybody. But I want
He
Xavier Woods
said,
to be a
he said, I'll whoop you in Street Fighter and in this ring, man. Stop it. L's
exactly.
anyways.
That's the thing. I just don't want to be a lame heel. Just don't be a freaking coming out there like, what was that dude? What was that dude? Oh my god. What was that dude? He used to come out and dab. He come out there. TJP. TJP.
Oh no, that's
There
not
you
gonna
go.
be him. That's the thing. All of that stuff should be wiped away, man. The just everything that we've seen in the last however long he been in WWE, erase all of that. Matter of fact, go bald, do something, grow out a beard, just a whole new look, just something different. Get a big old sword tattoo on your arm or something. I don't know.
He needs something different for sure. And he said
You
that in the
know,
ring. Something's got to change, man.
something
Something's
got
got
to
to
change.
change.
I'm expecting some cold music that ain't made by who what was his name that make the music for wrestling now? It's some rebel. Don't have him make his music. That I forgot his name now. It's like Mega Ran, Mega Man. He made his King of the Ring song. My point being though, he needs to have a whole new package. You know, I mean, not Consequences Creed. Leave that in TNA. Something new. I don't know, but I think he'll
Or
figure it out because it's been a long time coming.
Or if anything, they could just have this one-on-one match, but Big E being the special guest referee, Kofi Kingston tries to hit a Trouble in Paradise, Xavier Woods ducks it, and then just Big E just freaking explodes Kofi Kingston. And he's just like, hey man, you know what, Xavier Woods, you right, bro. He was lying to you. He was doing all this stuff behind your back. He wasn't involving you in plans. So, hey man, I'm injured, but let me be your manager, bro. We're gonna talk you up, bro. We know we're gonna get this right. So we gonna have Big E in a suit all the time. They can still. They're not gonna have like their crazy antics. It's gonna be a little more serious, but they're gonna have fun with it. Like honestly, I would love
Big
something
E
like
as a manager would be. I don't know.
I
I
would
just
love
know
that.
he'll say some out of the pocket stuff during a match.
that. As long as he ain't no like AW type stuff. You remember AW, primetime players? He's just like Kobe Bryant in a hotel room.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Not that far. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I can't. Dang, what was his name? I know you're talking about.
Wasn't his name AW?
I can't. I can see his face right now, but I can't put 2 and 2 to make for it. But hopefully, yeah, Big E stays away from that because, like I said, he got the
Yeah,
charisma and
AW. That was his
everything.
name. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, that was kind of out of pocket, and we're gonna be not that far out the pocket. Just that to me is when you dig in your pocket and ain't nothing in there. You pull it out and you got the lining coming up to show people how broke you is. We ain't trying to come that far out of pocket. We're gonna keep the line in here.
Nothing like the
This makes me so
What's
excited.
that man name? What's that man name? Max Caster. Nothing other Max Caster like, not the best caster like.
Nah, I think Xavier gonna find that right easy medium. Where
Yeah, I think, and we don't know what's gonna happen. We're just literally speculating. We're just playing. We're just being bookers here in the situation. But hopefully Triple H, watches and
booking.
taking notes. Justice says, not gonna lie, that version of Heel Woods would intrigue the hell out of me. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of it. I am a huge fan of what they got going on. So
on board.
I'm excited. Devin. But I do want to talk about tag teams because, well, I know you haven't seen them because you could care less about the promotion that they were coming from. But the Lucha Brothers, the Lucha Bros, are making their way to WWE, and then rumor has it, word on the street is that they signed a multi-year deal. Devin, you probably only seen a match or two. Can you explain to us just how you feel about a new tag team coming in?
Well, a new tag team coming in to me, if any way they can shake up a tag team division, I would be all for it. Because if that's the case, bring them in right now. Bring them in on Monday Night Raw on Monday and have them take them tag team titles from Finn Balor and JD McDonough because they ain't doing nothing with them. And I don't think that their story needs the tag team titles whatsoever. So why not? Bring them in. Have them win the World Tag Team Championships and because it's not really else much. And I mean, what's their names? Don't do it. I know they changed it. It's like American Made with
American Made.
They're tied up with Chad Gable and his fight with Wyatt Six. So I think some new life in the tag team division would be needed because what are the championships really doing? Especially on Raw, I would say, because there are teams, but think about it. The tag team championships main event at WrestleMania a year ago. And like now I'm sitting up here going, can we do something with them? You know, and that was another thing. We wanted them split so bad. Now they split them, and now I'm wondering should they have stayed together? I don't know.
See,
So all in saying, I'm for it. And besides your first preconception that I don't like where they came from, look, I mean, I feel like they'll fit right in WWE. They'll find their way. Like I said, look, I'm already speaking highly of them. I'm saying put the belt over, put on them now. Because shoot, that to me would interject just something into the tag team division because it's sitting there as dead as a doorknob. So I need something.
well, here, help me out with this.
I need something. Trips, Paul Levesque.
Well, help me out with this then. Let's help Paul Levesque out, and let's help Tony Khan out while we're at it. Because there's a lot of guys who need some help. Not only in AEW, but in WWE. And usually we could name off the guys in AEW, you know, the FTRs of the world, who's beefing with the grizzled young veterans right now. And honestly, they became their ass beat for a couple weeks, and you don't really care about it. Nobody cares about FTR. They were the hottest tag team a couple years ago. Now they're just don't really care too much. So they're gone. You know, nothing's really going on for them. A lot of people just say, "Look, man, just leave." Miro is just asked for his request, asked for his release from AEW after his hot, amazing wife. I believe she was ex-wife. I'm sorry. See, and I don't mean to be like a jerk when I'm doing that, but like,
he said his hot, amazing ex-wife. Dang, he talking about me, cold blood.
No, I'm talking about Lana. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about Lana.
Who said I was the way? I never said anything about me. I was just saying the way
You said, "Dang, he
like,
talking about
yeah.
me." I said, "No, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about Lana." I was like, "What you mean by that?"
Oh, I'm saying no. I'm like that was so cold blooded, and I'm like, you talking about me being cold blooded? Dang, he said that. Yeah, and his hot, flexible ex-wife. Like, dang.
Whoa, I ain't say flex. Whoa, I ain't say flexible. Where that come from? Where that come from?
Whatever you said,
Where that
you know
come?
what you said.
Whoa.
You know what you said.
I didn't say flexible though. I didn't say flexible. Justin, anybody, the people that are here, did I say flexible? Let's get Devin in trouble right now.
Somebody just said it. How about that? Well, I gotta get in trouble. I know it's been said. I didn't say it originally.
It's been said. Yeah, but you thought about it. That was that one came from Devin's thoughts.
But why? Oh wait, I gotta get put on the hot seat for saying she was flexible. But
I kept it respectful.
Okay for once.
Hey, but you turned it. You turned it around. You just completely. I just can't believe it.
So it's okay for you to be very what's the word I want to use? Very visceral in your descriptions, and I just sit there and just ease a little bit. And something I heard on television. It ain't like I'm just making this up. What's my problem? Was I heard on TV?
You heard on TV, and that's how we got in trouble when we were little, man. I'll never forget The Rock called Umaga a shrugged up monkey penis. I told that to my mama the next day, and I got in trouble. It's the stuff we say on TV. Well, I didn't know. I was little at the time. I didn't know.
Look,
but even then, I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, but can you name anybody in WWE? I'm gonna make this harder for you because I know I can be like, hey, do you think there of anybody in AEW that could be in WWE? Oh, here goes my list right here, brother. Let me tell you right now. Nah. Let's flip this. Do you see anybody in WWE right now that could help out not only AEW but I won't necessarily say revive their career, but they'll be in a better position that they're at now because Kevin Owens is rumored, to get a huge contract from AEW. Not saying that he's gonna take it, but Tony Khan, he likes to pay his guys. So, can you think of anybody right now that's going over that can go over to WWE and to AEW? No.
As much as I would hate to see it, I could possibly see Kevin Owens going over there, hang out with his friends. I'm just saying. Like I said, I don't know. Me personally, I'd be like, dang, Kevin Owens leaving WWE. Ouch. But at the same time, I feel like he maybe, you see how, but then again, when I think back to how I was just talking about him a week ago on Twitch, I'm like, Kevin Owens to me back in 2015, 2016-ish maybe, cool. I'm like, that was the dude walking out the power bombing John Cena out of nowhere. Cool. But like right now, I just don't have that same aura for him. So I'm like, maybe he can go to AEW and kind of bring that back out of him because I don't see it right now. But we don't know. Now he teasing a heel turn with Cody. I don't know. But Kevin Owens to AEW, if it was a possibility in some timeline, maybe that could help. I mean, he could talk to. I would say he could help AEW. I'll go ahead and put my foot on that right now. So that's one. Kevin Owens, because you mentioned it, and I was seeing the rumors flying around. But that's one. Somebody else that I think if they went to AEW could help AEW and them. I'm definitely not saying Bobby Lashley because Bobby Lashley gonna get squashed by Orange Cassidy or something. So, man, this is kind of tough. I appreciate the challenge.
I appreciate the challenge. Challenge is something.
Dang. I don't really know. I mean, look at Ricochet.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like, I think Ricochet at this point, Ricochet wasn't gonna win a world champion. Ricochet was probably at best.
But he could have been a Heat TNT champion.
Yeah, in AEW. But I'm talking about in WWE. Like, he wasn't going to be a world champion. He wasn't going to be a world champion. He already won the mid-card title. Can't really see him going through winning it again and being convincing. So, honestly, yeah. Kevin Owens, and I'll throw Justin's comment right here. Well, first off, I got to throw the first one in here first. He says, Lana, respectfully, screw it, I'll say it. Since I've taken the Redeemer name now, I need the hot, flexible wife.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, you acting like we saying, what's wrong with being flexible? That ain't got to be nothing related to nothing else. I wish I was more flexible. Just in terms of the joints and stuff, it'd be really nice. Sometimes when you want to bend down to pick something off the ground, that flexibility really helps.
Honestly, if I'm Miro,
weightlifting, when I'm squatting, doing snatches, like flexibility kind of helps.
But it was a compliment. No, it wasn't. But if I'm Miro, I think I'd be sick to my stomach. Honestly, I think I'd be like,
it's not funny. It was just like, well, I'm not saying it like I was saying it the way you said it. Then you turned it on to me. You turned the heat to me, brother, as they say. So
if Lana didn't cheat or take all of my money, I ain't leaving. I'm sorry. I'd be like, look,
this man sounds like you ain't going. You ain't leaving me. You're not leaving me.
Any problem can get resolved. Any problem can get resolved.
If the lady done with you, man, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, yeah, she done with you, but I'm saying, like, any problem can get resolved. I'm resolving it right away. Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? Yes, we can.
Man. That's what he say. Then he gonna come back. I'd be like, dang, bro. At least you tried. You just gonna keep on.
At least I hit. Still smack though. Like, still beat though. Like, walking away. Justin says, love this for the Lucha Bros. I know people are worried they're going to be instantly paired with the LWO, but having them work with Rey Mysterio isn't a bad way to get them started. Honestly, that's true, but that's the thing. I'm going to hold my comment for this next one because he says, I truly don't see any reason why Kevin Owens would want to go to AEW minus getting to work with his friends aspect. Other than that, there's zero reason for him to leave. At this point, Ricochet going to AEW just feels like he only went there to have that match with Ospreay. I have no idea where he goes. After that, I have no idea where he goes.
That's what I'm like, I don't know. And then, like, we're already about to get that match now. Like, boom. So it's...
that's what it is. That's what these guys do.
But I had this man screaming in my face, Ricochet is the greatest!
Yeah! He was good at what he does. But we knew what he was going to do going to AEW. We know what the match is at this point in time. After that, Ricochet, he'll probably be a TNT champion and he'll just be floating around elsewhere, just be doing this thing somewhere. But Kevin Owens leaving, the only reason I can see him leaving is, of course, Tony Khan paying him the big bucks, him working less, traveling much less, him getting to spend time with family. He is getting up there in age, so, and he has some kids on him, so, if he's going to take that route, I can see him going to AEW. But if he wants the exposure, if he wants to continue to do what he does, I don't see him winning a world championship anytime. As much as I would love him to, I don't see him winning a world title anytime soon. So honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be shocked if he dipped. I wouldn't be shocked if after he dipped, Sammy's like, you know what, I feel the exact same way. I'm out of here too. And let me be El Generico with my mask at. Let me see what I could do here. I can see, I just had him. Not Baron Corbin. but I can see Baron Corbin getting released to him going there. There was somebody else I had in mind that I was thinking of. I mean, Rey Mysterio too. I can see Rey Mysterio lead. Look, Rey Mysterio, man, this LWO stuff stupid, man. You gotta be following around Zelina Vega. All she do is lose. You know, like you gotta be following around this tag team that lose. You know, like I ain't got time for this. Like, I'm out of here. Let me go tickle my friends in AEW. You know, he was at wasn't he at All In? The very first All In? So it's like, come on now. Rey Mysterio, he got some love out there in AEW. So I can see AEW leaving. I can see Rey Mysterio leaving. It was one more person. It was one more person. Oh, Karrion Kross. Yeah, I can see Karrion Kross leaving. Karrion Kross need to get the hell up out of there because he what is he gonna do?
See that's the thing. If I'm asking that question here, I'm like, well, shit, what the heck he gonna do over there?
What is he gonna do over there? What do you mean? What's he gonna do over there?
Be on Collision.
He'll do a whole lot. Look at what Swerve Strickland is the only success story so far, and John Moxley, I guess you can count him as one, but I do want to say like Swerve Strickland has been the one to move the needle over, and I think those guys that I just mentioned, I don't think they'll go to that Swerve Strickland level, but I do think they can come close. I think Karrion Kross can work his way up. He can't do all the flippy dippy bullshit, but
have him go against Adam Cole, baby.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know what's going on with Adam Cole.
That's his first stepping stone.
Adam Cole lost his baby, so now he's struggling a little bit.
See what I'm saying? Then you go with another cold hit to somebody that didn't lost their baby, man. Ouch. If I ever have a breakup, I'm not telling you, man.
If I ever have a breakup, I'm not telling you. That's
I can see him now. Yeah, because Devin, speaking of Solo, as you've been flying lately, you know, like, it's just like this man will come out of nowhere with him. You can't see me, just like you can't see your girl. You know, like this man quick with him.
Well, but that's the thing. Like, it's not like Britt Baker is like, just out embarrassing them. It's not like he embarrassing her either. They just kind of kept it on the down low. And I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't know, but it is what it is. Yeah, I was like, we found out. I do my research. I do research. Devin, are you watching this Stone Cold? Are you watching this Vince McMahon documentary?
I am, just to be curious as to where they're gonna go about it. You know, they're gonna just kind of say like, "Oh, it's Vince McMahon. He did this. He made WWE as big as it is today. Without him, people don't understand him." Or are they gonna really tackle the real, issues around him? And then like seeing him in the trailer too, saying like, "This is my story." That kind of makes me wonder if they got him talking about it.
Yeah.
They gonna really. I can't see myself in a documentary about myself letting people just talk about me like that. I mean, unless it's true, which I can't be like, well, shoot, they not lying.
Man, you got no choice. Yeah, it's like at this point, you got no choice. Like, hey, you can't talk about me like that. No, it's too late, brother. We already edited this whole thing, bro. Like, it's too late. It's like, man, that's ridiculous. I'm over here looking. Kevin Steen's trending, of course. Of course, everybody's trying to figure out what the hell's going on over there.
I thought he was breaking in your house.
Yeah,
he was gonna. Hey, look! I thought your door was gonna open up. All you see is this. Uh-oh. I tried to tell him. I tried to tell him to watch his mouth, man. But yeah, I thought he's gonna bust through your door and do one of these. He's gonna crack his neck.
Yeah.
Oh! That'd be funny. Your whole string goes out. I gotta end the show myself. I'll be like, Izzy's too busy getting power bombed on his bed right now. Oh, that didn't sound right.
Whoa, see this dude. This dude, it'll be funny if somebody broke into your house. And then it's like, dang, like, I'm over here trying to look around. You know what would be funny?
Hold on, man. Hold on. Just
breaking the inner.
I don't even be seen right now. I can't. I'm sorry. That was out of pocket. And I was talking about not being out of pocket. That was being so far out of the pocket.
Assault. Breaking the inner.
No, I didn't mean it like that. But see, then again, according to you, well, that's just wrestling. Don't that happen? You remember when Triple H broke into Randy Orton's house? You remember when Heyman just burnt down Swerve's house? Whose house?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm not part of a storyline. If I was,
hey, it's a house on fire. Whose house? Swerve's house.
Oh yeah, whose house? That's just funny. This dude, I can't believe this.
I apologize for my statement. That went the wrong way.
Look at that. Justin said, "Is he looking out the window like the ops are at the
Yeah,
house?"
you
Yeah, I just
was,
kept
you
hearing
was.
like,
It's been on Malcolm X time. Just
because I just kept hearing doof, doof, and I'm like, is that
that's how it
is that
starts.
out here?
Man.
I'm like, what's going on out here?
Told you about
But
talking about Miro.
I don't know if I'm going to stream later on tonight. I'll probably post something soon, but that was the only thing that's eating at me so far. Devin, you got anything bugging you right now, wrestling wise?
I'm been getting sick and tired of people trying to make me go to AEW events because I just don't want to, man. Like I just can't. Like they could be down the street. That's good. I know they're gonna have a great show, apparently, according to Tony Khan, but I ain't gonna be there to see it because I just can't, man. I just can't right now. I gotta wait till they find they stride again. I want to wait till they got me seated. I want to wait until AEW makes me put them back on my television because right now they on my iPad every Wednesday because I just can't. I want to play my game and put them off to the side. If something intrigues me, then I pause the game and I put my full attention to the iPad. But right now, they not at that spot. I can't because when I sit up there, I tried to put it on the TV this last Wednesday. I promise you this. And as soon as it started, Orange Cassidy came out. Yeah, Orange Cassidy came out, and I'm like, cool. I'll see who he gonna fight. I'm the learning tree. Instantly, I hurried up and turned the Xbox on. I can't, man. No, I'm not gonna sit up here and watch Chris Jericho wrestle anybody. Chris Jericho could be wrestling Roman Reigns right now, and I'm not watching it because I'm gonna look at Roman like, why is you doing this? So no. So and then the Young Bucks will pop up. I ain't trying to see that right now. I just can't. So until the AEW gets to a point back where I was watching it on my television, I watch it. I just don't put my attention fully to it because I some things in life I don't need to see because I'm not gonna relive that full year match you made me watch by myself because you was all like, I got a job, I got to film at this racetrack, I got a career. I'm like, cool, bro. I'll watch this pay-per-view. It's no biggie. And I'm watching this match while doing the paper. I'll never be that miserable in my life again watching a Young Bucks match. I just can't. Man. Well, that being said, what you mean?
You don't have to be. I'm pretty sure there's some people that you don't like to watch on your WWE programming, but you don't necessarily have to turn it off.
Who irritates me right now in WWE? Let me see. And I'm not gonna say WWE is perfect whatsoever. They just watchable.
It's just they're close to it. It's just they're close to perfect. That's all it is.
See this though, man. All right, man. Look, one day I will make it to an AEW event. If they're saying these the last ones, I'm just saying in the future, just 10 years from now, I'll make it. If I'm in a wheelchair or something, I will get there. If I don't never make it, I will die one day saying I went to an AEW event. However I felt about it, we'll see. I might walk away going, dang, I wish I'd done this sooner. But right now, you're not gonna see when you was bullying me to go to WWE Survivor Series last year. That was the easiest bully ever. But at that moment, it was exciting, which is. So it's not hard to want to buy the ticket to go. But AEW is just like I said, when I think about all that traffic, I don't know. I just don't want. I don't want to be sweaty and stressed out, man. And
it is so much more traffic for WWE events than it is AEW. There is no reason.
I got to see Dwayne The Rock Johnson, man, just out of nowhere. Like
Dwayne The Rock Johnson showed up, and he worried about AEW traffic. Ain't that crazy,
man? Jacob Fatu came out of nowhere and debuted in front of me, man. CM
Punk came back. This man will go to pay-per-views and then get mad about traffic.
What you mean? Because it was worth it. It's a lot of things I do in life, and when I'm done, I usually rate it on.
You didn't know that. You didn't know if it was worth it or not at the time. You don't know this AEW event's gonna be worth it or not.
Because I watch it on TV and I never say, "Dang, I wish I was there." I just don't. I just don't. Now WWE, sometimes I be like, "Dang, it would have been nice to be there in WrestleMania so bad." Dang, that Monday Night
WrestleMania.
Dang, Backlash in France looked like it was kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? Like
Backlash in France. Like, come on now, this dude.
That's my point, man. Look, you got me leaning all in this chair, man. I'm trying to get all close and sturdy. Look at that, man.
Well, even Justice said, look at it this way. I like AEW, but right now, after his last few episodes, I'm drinking a tall glass of ice cold Haterade. Speaking of Haterade, where the hell is Jamie Hayter, Tony?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. How you gonna do that, man? Jamie Hayter left a champion, man. She only dropped that championship because she was hurt. And I know she a girl, but I'm finna speak facts for her because I can't do this, man. Because I agree exactly what the boss just said. Because he the boss, he know what he talking about. And I look, how you gonna bring her back, man, on the pre-show? She should have came in and you should have put her back where she left off from. She only stopped because she got hurt. Because I'm pretty sure she would have still carried that championship and had a great program
Should
with
have.
Britt Baker at that point or something. I don't. Yeah, it should have. So I don't know. I guess when she left, to me, she was at a higher standard, and I feel like when he brought her back, he ain't bring her back at that. That's like bringing back Roman at SummerSlam. Uh, I don't know. I can't even think of a way to do it that didn't go because I'm not crazy. I would know better than not bring Roman on a pre-show, man. And I know people be like, "Oh, well, see, what's the point of the pre-show then if you ain't gonna watch it?" That's them that want to sit up there and do the pre-show and do a panel for the people that's there. That's cool, but don't debut with somebody like Jamie Hayter there and make me miss it because I ain't think I should watch it.
Well,
All I'm saying is, Tony Khan, put some respect on Jamie Hayter, man, because I really do think she's an integral piece to your women's division, and I know you probably do see it, and I know you'll go. Well, I would love to put Jamie Hayter on the show more. Then do it. Don't set up here and be a boss or something and say I wish we could do this, knowing you the boss. So do it. Ain't no way I'm gonna be a boss and say I wish we could do this because I would have done it. I don't wish. I just do it if I can. If
well,
I
he doesn't.
can.
He has his own style of booking that makes sense to him. So it's
And
like
it makes me.
with-
It's gonna make sense to them empty arenas too.
Well, that's the thing. I can't necessarily be mad about empty arenas because like Dynamite. I feel like Dynamite, Collision, Rampage. Like they're never gonna have like SmackDown numbers for another 2-3
But they-
years until they start doing.
But they were close.
But that's
they were
yeah,
close.
exactly. They were close,
I just want
and
them
so.
to get back to that.
But that's the thing. Like right now, at this point in time, AEW, I really don't see them come. I can't really necessarily go get freaked out over like the crowds because I know their pay-per-views are gonna be popping at the end of the day. I know their pay-per-views, like, people are gonna show up for the pay-per-views. That's where they're gonna make their bread and butter. I don't think they're focused on AEW because like come on now, like this is. They're doing all this to make their friends happy. They're doing all of this, the tickle each other.
Well, look, see, and that's the thing. That's all fine and dandy, and I ain't mad with people that that love to wrestle being employed. That's fine. It's just don't. How can I say that? How can I say this? If because the way you put it, that can help me kind of ease with it. Where I'm like, you know what? That's what y'all want to do. Fine, I ain't gonna change it because what's the point? This is what you want to do. You want to be friends, and everybody loves this place, even though they talk about each other backstage and fight sometimes. Cool, but don't look at it like, oh, WWE, they doing this or they doing that, or we gonna beat them down the road. Don't do that then. Just know that, oh, it's AEW. We're free. We can do what we want to do. You want to do what you want to do, come over here. Let that be your standard. Just say we doing what we want to do. That's all I've been telling them to do. Just focus on you, and I think it'd be fine.
That's all you gotta do.
Tell me to even bring up anybody else, another company. Do like WWE did. WWE, what's that? Sports entertainment, what's that? How WWE would take everybody else and go like, we don't know who them is. We don't know who that promotion is. Now they'll mention a promotion, indie promotion that someone came from, but back then, no. Only thing that mattered was WWE. That was it.
Well, but that's hard. But that's hard to do when you're number 2.
True, but that's the thing. You're gonna stay number 2 if you're gonna keep thinking the way you thinking. So you might as well just say what you thinking. You know that you don't want to go no bigger than what you are. You don't want to just stay where you're comfortable. Then stay there and say that that's where you want to be. With a comfortable.
They are. They say that. They say that every day by showing us how often we're going to see the Young Bucks, how often we're going to see Chris Jericho, how less we see of the powerhouses and the Starks and the the whole 9 yards.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying like
That's my Jacob Fatu.
they don't freak out over viewership because they're just like, hey, if if you don't want to watch us, fine. I feel like that's AEW's mindset. If you don't want to watch us, fine. You know, we're doing this for the sickos. And if those sickos are going to be 800K for the year 2024, then we're going to do this for the 800K. If this is going to be for the 600K next year, we're doing this for the 600K this, you know, like stuff like that. They're not really, they don't care what's going on because the Young Bucks, we know what they want to do. We know what everybody in that promotion wants. Everybody in that promotion, even though they talk about being inclusive, and no, they're there for themselves. Adam Copeland ain't there to help. You know, you're there to take care of yourself. You know, so
Jump off cages. You know what? All right. I broke throwing in my tap out card. Pause. Once again, you and Justin, because I remember I'll never forget you and Justin brought me out of the darkness last time, so I appreciate it. When I was in that dark place, when I saw that match between Wardlow, what happened to Wardlow? But speaking on that,
I seen him
Wardlow,
trending too.
I just see it's just AEW crazy. I say somebody name, but I'm like, what happened to him? But Wardlow and Powerhouse, you remember that TNT debacle that you know, drove me insane? You know what? Thank you, because you kind of did the same thing here. Where I'm like, why they not seeing this? If they gonna do this, then they need to do that. And you're like, hey, they don't care. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Why do I care then? Why? Why do I care about their success? I mean, granted, I don't know. That's the thing. They could be successful in their eyes. Everybody got different vision of success to themselves. So AEW got their own vision, and if that's what they want to see, I can't sit up here and keep flicking the thing, talking about some, can you see this? Can you see that? So screw it. You're right. Maybe I should go. And if I see some garbage, I should say, hey, ha, that's trash. But I get it and leave. Go get a hot dog, something, talk to somebody. Be like, hey, what's up? I don't know if I want to talk to somebody that though. But I don't know.
Whoa. What you mean by that?
I don't want to talk to people at WWE events sometimes. I be trying to get up out of here, man. You know, as soon as Jacob went through that table, excuse me. So forget that. Never know, man. The world's a crazy place, and I ain't trying to be caught up in it.
What a crazy place. That is true. I heard there was some dude that be wearing like CM Punk shirts, Roman Reigns shirts. He be stealing people's popcorn, like right next to him when he be sitting next to him. He said he kind of look like Devin Lee Crowns, but I try to ignore it.
And if they did, they should be talking about the new Devin. Or at least I'm almost there. I'm telling you, man, we've been putting in that work. So just because we ain't been here, I've been putting in work in other places. You know?
Whoa, what's that supposed to mean?
Green fighting machine, man. Would you believe?
No.
When I was doing I guess you got a point. Look, he done threw me off now. You know, I say this for my monologue. You know, just to get people.
I'll save this for when he plays my music.
I didn't want to sound so full of myself. I was like, let me at least go to the segment where that's expected-ish.
He said, you know what, you bum? Play my music.
I didn't see that. See, man, it still make me sound so terrible, man. I said Lana was flexible. Now I'm a piece of doo-doo. I mean, you acting like I said she had an ugly nose or something.
Well, Devin, can you explain Lana's flexibility while we close this show out?
Hey, I will. And look, it's a compliment. Because think about it. Who wouldn't want to be flexible? Ain't no way I will sit up here and tell somebody, man, I don't want to be flexible. I'd rather be stiff all my life. No, I want to be able to do all that stuff, man. I want to be able to walk up the stairs 2 steps at a time just to flex on people and to hurry up and get up the stairs and not be as tired. Because when I do that, I don't be as tired. And that's due to the little flexibility in my hamstrings and my quaddies. So, I mean, look, I'm trying to be on her level in terms of that, in a sense. But before I talk too much about myself, I will give you guys an update because why not? But yeah, like I said, one day I was like, you know what? How about I get myself into a decent type of shape? So that's what I've been doing. I've been putting in that work. So anytime me and Isaiah step in the ring again, you already know how the outcome gonna be. You know, this is gonna be he gonna be Kofi Kingston and I'm Brock Lesnar, but that's neither here nor there. You know. And speaking of that, on the USA or SmackDown, I had no problem with the Megan Thee Stallion song being the intro. I really don't. I actually like the song. So I know Isaiah probably was like, "What the hell is this? Where's my rock music? Where's my hip hop?" Hippity hoppity mess. Where's my gangster stuff? You know, but hey, to each his own again. That's the biggest thing I can say for today. Is to each his own. So I'm gonna hand it back over to the number one hater in the nation, and the darkest man in terms of his outlook on life, Isaiah Jackson Jr.
So what I heard was this dude say,
Just another player.
I want to be stiff all my life. So I'm like, whoa, stiff all your life. And then as I'm doing, different things, I look over and he's at the camera looking flexibility. I'm like, dang, talking about stiffness and flexibility. What is happening here? was
I
like,
mean,
this
that the opposite
he's
of being
a sick-
flexible is being stiff.
You sick freak. You sick freak.
Trust me.
You sick freak. Take this to Philly.
Gonna have a whole chant. You sick freak. You sick. It's gonna be you. They're gonna put you on that Titantron and just. You sick. They already gonna know. So
They'll put up that Vince McMahon tweet with Diddy, partying with Diddy.
man, that's a whole nother can of worms right there.
And shout out to Justin. He said,
Oh,
"Much
no.
love, fam. Awesome show as always." Justin, we're gonna have you on pretty soon. Something's happening.
Because it's always
Something's
fun.
happening that we gotta get in touch with. Devin knows what's happening, but it's something happening that we
Or
gotta.
do I?
We might have to go on a little hiatus. Little hiatus again.
What is gonna
because
be
of
the
something
greatest
that's going on.
hiatus?
Yeah.
What's gonna come after that hiatus? Ain't nobody gonna be ready, man. We talking about a huge overhaul. We talking about a whole new renovation. We talking about hold on. If I could quote a one Seth Rollins, man, we gonna be a visionary. We gonna be a revolutionary. We gonna be I can't think of another word, bro. I'm done. But you get the point. I'm trying to hype it up. So because I know you looking at it like I don't know, but this gonna look, man. Y'all ain't ready. Cause I ain't even ready. Cause I'm never ready. So
None of us is ready. None of us are ready at all, man. And honestly, I'm ready to get this bitch ass light out of my face because it's burning.
I'm sorry.
Burning.
Dang, I'm tired of looking at Devin's face all day, man. I'm gone.
No, there's like a light that's just beaming on the right side. I'm that too. But I'm sick of the bitches beaming on my face. The Roman Reigns shirt. Stuff is happening. Oh man, I'm pumped. Yeah, Justin, it's getting big, man.
Be right there with us.
It's getting big, man. So do want to thank you guys for tuning in. And of course, we will see you guys next time. And I will